Today's video is a video that I shot actually on location in San Antonio, where I recently was. I have been not feeling so well, so as a result I have not made as much footage as I usually would. I did a lot of traveling in San Antonio, but I also did a lot of work with PAX because I was there for PAX South. And I wanted to share with you guys the one day I had where I wasn't doing anything, but I was still kind of a little bit under the weather after PAX. And I wanted to share with you how I kind of refueled my spirit. Usually I would want to go and I would want to adventure and figure out what all was in San Antonio, and I was just really not feeling up to it. So I went to a cafe I've been to before that I love called Mad Hatter's. I made a video about that, which I will link above, and I got some tea. I did a family ritual, which is to get a pot of tea and drink it when you're not feeling well. That shows up actually on my Instagram. I don't like to stay put when I'm on vacation. I didn't want to just lock myself in an Airbnb and sit and wait to feel better. I wanted to take in a little bit of San Antonio, but I didn't really have the energy to do like crazy, like go off to a random area or a restaurant or do a ton of shopping. I had to take it down a few notches. So I decided I would walk through one of my favorite neighborhoods. This is the King William district. It has a lot of the oldest buildings in San Antonio, absolutely beautiful homes, and a lot of like wildlife. And I thought I would just go looking for critters. I love animals. They always make me happy. A random animal encounter is so exciting for me. Really, I just get so happy when I find, in this case, some cat snapping, or a beautiful bird crosses my path, or I can even just like hear the sounds of nature. And I love the blending of an urban setting like a city like San Antonio and nature. I think there's something really beautiful to the cohabitation of those things. So I decided I would just wander around and walk up and down a couple blocks and look for small, quiet moments with animals. And that's exactly what I did, and I just so happened to run into a ton of animals while I was out and about. Before we get any further, the mandatory stuff. If you like the idea of finding joy even when you're not feeling your best, go ahead and like this video. You can hit subscribe so you're part of the next adventure. There's all kinds of adventures we do here on Amara in Seattle. It's where lifestyle is an adventure. This is really a video about the conscious effort to enjoy really subtle moments that are refueling when you aren't feeling your best.
We're going creature spotting. I've seen 4 cats in a row, and there's a beautiful blue jay. You guys see that? Right there. And there's another one on the roof over here. It's like Wild Kingdom Amara edition. Another cat. Another one. That's 5 cats. Hi, Pumpkin. You just sit here and watch the birds jump around.
I also ended up that day later going on a boat cruise, which will end up on my travel channel. After I was on that boat cruise, I decided to go get lunch, so there's also an encounter I had with an adorable duck. It's a grackle, guys. They're kind of like crows in Texas. And then this is my favorite duck ever. She came and poked me in the leg, and that's how we became friends. Hi. So those are some of the really adorable moments I stumbled into while I was in San Antonio, and I was really happy I did the little push to find a small adventure that wasn't too much of an adventure when I wasn't feeling well, because I really wasn't anticipating that I was going to have these lovely moments. But now that I think back about the trip, these are some of those like really wonderful like memories I have, just kind of having these nice moments in time, and I'm so happy to get to share them with you. If you have tips for what you do when you're traveling and you don't feel particularly well, let me know in the comments below. I may do a actual full-blown travel video on my travel channel about how I stay able to go full bore traveling when I'm not feeling well, because this trip I was not feeling well from the beginning to the end. The entire time I wasn't feeling my absolute best the entire trip, so I really would love to share some of the tips that I have for how I managed to continue to work on wellness while I had to do some stuff, because those are really relevant things. Grown Up World doesn't stop because you don't feel good, it just keeps going. Since you stayed to the end, here it's time for the bonus question. What is one of the things that you really love to take notice of when you travel? I met a girl while I was in San Antonio that takes Instagram pictures of garbage, like really beautiful moments in trash she finds. And it's just a perspective change, but is there a perspective change that you have or something you always look for when you are out in the world and adventuring? Let me know in the comments below. Maybe it's graffiti on walls or trash or finding really adorable creatures or noticing paint colors on buildings. Let me know if there's something like that that inspires you or is just a thing you notice when you travel, because I love that stuff. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. There is going to be a bonus video this week to make up for the one that was missing. I have to go shoot it now.